This is 2 minutes in the Olive Garden. Though this is 2 minutes in the Olive Garden, today is one of those days that I would need a little more time, and so I would go somewhere between 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. The text for today, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 15. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far away. Anytime many people read the scripture, they are so quick to say, oh, the rod mentioned here does not mean we should use a cane on a child. When people see something in scripture that they are not comfortable with, they are quick to say, oh, this is figurative. The Hebrew word used here for rod is shavet, which means a branch, an offshoot, a club, a scepter, or a staff. There is another Hebrew word which only means staff, and that is the word mishneth. The shavet is used for directing, beating, lashing, warning, and also as a weapon. So the context in which shavet is used is what determines whether the writer is saying we should use it to cane or to direct or to do other things. The ancient Jews did beat their children with canes if they had to. Discipline is discipline, and it varies from culture to culture. It may or may not involve a cane. Lashing the child, advising, withholding a privilege from the child, rebuking, etc. are all forms of discipline. There are those who deliberately create the impression that caning is not part of the discipline that Solomon was referring to. That is blasphemy. If you hold on to a certain secular idea that says caning a child is old-fashioned and uncivilized, fine. You are free to adopt that ideology, but don't push your ideology into the Bible. The shavet for directing the cattle or beating a slave was big and thick, but the shavet for caning a child was smaller. They also used a shavet to warn a child so that the child will stop the bad thing they are doing because they are afraid they would be lashed. The rod was the symbol of their highest discipline for the child. So when the ancient Jews, who were predominantly black people, talked to their children, advised them, used other means of punishment, and it all proved futile, they used the cane. So yes, Solomon exegetically said, discipline the child, use the rod if you have to. So using the cane or your hand to be the child is not a problem, but abusing it is the problem. It is unwise to beat your child each and every single time they misbehave. Once in a while is recommended if you have to. So, discipline your child the way you seem best without abusing the child. The shalom of Yahweh be upon you.